It is officially game week, ladies and gentlemen, and all the chat sports channels that cover college football decided to do a week one sub battle. It started off yesterday. We're currently sitting in third place. Look, Vol Nation, I know we don't have the third best fan base of all of these four teams, okay? And I definitely know Alabama is not at the top. So if you want to prove to everybody here at Chat Sports and across the country that Vol Nation is the best, you'll do me one big favor, subscribe, okay? It also gives you something in return. Daily free coverage of your Tennessee Volunteers right here on Tennessee Football Talk. What's going on, everybody? Welcome into Tennessee Football Talk. My name is Joey Petersen. It is game week. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. And any other thing you want to say to celebrate what is to come in the 2025 college football season. And like every single game week, Josh Heupel took time, spoke to the media today. Every single Monday, as we know, he has his press conferences, and today was no different. Now, he didn't give the depth chart. They like keeping the cards close to the vest, but he did give some other pieces of great news, and that's what we're discussing on today's show. We got a triple dose to go over. First, I'm talking about a massive update on Boo Carter and his game status upcoming this weekend against Syracuse. And then on the second of these triple dose, Josh Heupel expects this guy to break out. I'll tell you who that is. And in the back half, final thing on today's show, this particular thing could be big upcoming on Saturday. Let's start with Boo Carter, though, okay? Josh Heupel announced today that he is most likely going to be playing against Syracuse. Of course, with everything that's going on with Boo Carter over this offseason, from missing workouts to the transfer portal rumors to every other rumor that was swirling around social media, we all knew when the de facto suspension was over on August 5th when he returned to the practice field that it wasn't a done deal that he'd be playing in Game 1. So Josh Heupel was asked about it. Are you anticipating Boo Carter being on the field? He said, yeah, I anticipate that. For all of us during the course of this week, still learning, earning, taking a job, and proving that you're ready to, talking about playing. Honestly, guys, let's just be real. I'm going to shoot you straight here. This team is better with Boo on it. Subtracting Boo Carter from this roster, from this depth chart, doesn't make this team better. Okay? I think Boo, honestly, might be the best athlete that this team has. Not just because of his physicality, not just because of his speed. It's everything when it comes to Boo Carter. His ability to play both ways. The fact that he's aggressive, he's a sure tackler. And sure, 2024 was a good year. Wasn't anything unbelievable. But still, for the fact that he didn't really start for the entirety of the season, played, probably around 10 games, 38 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, an interception, and 3 QB hits as well. That's defense. And for this year, I'm really excited. I don't know about you guys, to see him on offense as well. It was announced that in scrimmage number 2, he got to play some snaps on offense, right? Josh Heupel addressed that after, that he took his name out of the transfer portal, or Boo Carter took, the rumors away of him entering the transfer portal. Part of what he wanted back in December was a guarantee that he'd be able to help out on offense as well. And why wouldn't he want to help out on offense? Look at what he did in high school. And I get it. That's high school. This is a different beast, but still. All-purpose yards, 1,795, 27 total touchdowns. And then when you look what he did as a receiver, 55 catches for 911 yards. If you get the ball in this guy's hands, something special can and something special will happen. Okay? So pumped to see all he means to this team on defense, and really excited to see his involvement level on offense. Speaking of that, what's Boo's involvement level, do you think? Scale it 1 to 100. Okay, what I mean by that is if you put 100, you think that he's going to be as involved as anybody. If you scale it 1, you don't think really at all. Let me know in the comment section down below. While you're down there, you'll find the link to my Twitter. Make sure you give me a follow, okay? I got 1.1 thousand followers, trying to get to 1.2 thousand followers. I need 50 Vol fans to hit me up on Twitter. Find me there at Joey Petersen 8 and give me a follow. Again, the links to my social media is in the comment section and description down there. So Josh Heupel, it's a busy day for him. because he also sat down with On3's Austin Price. They had a nice little one-on-one. VolQuest posted on their YouTube channel. I definitely recommend you watching it. Coach Heupel said a lot of really good things, but this is the biggest thing that caught my eye. Okay, Austin Price asked him, who are one or two guys that are on the verge of really breaking through this year? Basically saying, hey, coach, give me a name or two that you expect to have a phenomenal season that not many other people expect. And Jordan Ross was his answer. He went on to say the following. Jordan Ross is a guy at the defensive end spot that I think has put himself in the position to play great football. And guys, this would be absolutely massive if true, okay? If Josh Heupel's right, and he's nailed this on the nose, and Jordan Ross is about to have a breakout season, that is going to be phenomenal for this defense, for this team, because the biggest thing you got to look at is the production they've got to replace on that defensive line. I mean, look at the two guys you lost. James Pierce Jr., Omar Norman-Lott. Combined 56 tackles, 17 tackles for loss, 11 and a half sacks. Look at those pressures when combined. That's 82 pressures. And then a pass rush win rate. Both of those were among the highest in their respective positions. They could get to the passer. Both of them are now playing in the National Football League because they were able to do that. So now you look at Jordan Ross, and he's got a lot on his plate. He's got a lot on his shoulders, but it's great news to see as of right now, Josh Heupel believes that he's able to do it, believes that he's going to break out. And he should, right? Should be able to, I should say. 9th best overall prospect in the 2024 class. It's because of 5-star talent. The 3rd best defensive end. The best player in his state last season. 6'5", 245. And when I think of like him and Josh Josephs together, I mean, come on, baby. Sign me up. Sign me up. A lot of people look at this defensive line and they say they lost Amari Thomas, James Pierce Jr., Omar Norman-Lott. They lost a ton of really good players. And to that, I say, yeah, you're right. But I think that this group and this team is now at the point where they can almost just reload. And Jordan Ross is going to be a big part of that reload, okay? How many sacks for Tennessee in 2025? Take a guess for me. Comment section down below. I think it's probably going to be somewhere around, 30-ish? That's what I'll say. You let me know yours in the comment section. It is game week. Okay, and now for the last half of this episode, or last little part of this episode, we're going to look towards the Syracuse, Tennessee game. Atlanta, Mercedes-Benz. That's where we're kicking off. And this might be really big, okay? Because I saw some interesting interactions on Twitter today. So if you look, Sideline Syracuse, which is one of their, I don't want to say fan accounts, but one of their like beat accounts, says Syracuse needs to be able to run and stop the run. Also negate the over-the-head shots. Syracuse is weak at cornerback. That's from them themselves. Then Locked On Syracuse says they're inexperienced at cornerback, but I'm not ready to say they're weak at that position. Samuel and Peel got talent. I'm very curious to see how they hold up. And then Sidelines then replies to that. The reports from camp are they were getting beat over the top constantly. Guys, if that's true, this is fantastic. Like, sign me up for that tomorrow. If that is something that Syracuse is struggling with, getting beat over the top, that's Josh Heupel's bread and butter. And I know the deep ball numbers weren't great last year for Tennessee. It wasn't Josh Heupel's fault, right? And I know we've showed you these pictures a lot. But I just want you to know that Josh Heupel still got it in his bag, the ability to scheme these guys open. He did it against Alabama multiple times in that game. Now, remind you, all of these incompletions. That's what we're hoping Joey Aguilar to make different, right? Did it against Florida as well. Chaz Nimrod, 3rd and 7. Absolutely wide open, naked, running down the field. Squirrel White, the same. Closest guy to him is 3 yards back, 3 yards to his left. If this is on the money, that is 6, okay? And so if you combine Josh Heupel's ability to get these guys open, with the fact that apparently these Syracuse cornerbacks are getting beat over the top constantly, like, Joey just needs to take advantage at the end of the day of that, right? And he's going to have the ability to. I firmly believe that. I trust Josh Heupel's ability to continue to get these guys open. And I've been on record of saying I trust Joey Aguilar's ability to hit them. Because I think he's going to have better athletes he's playing with. I think he's going to have more time to throw it than he ever has. And I think the run game is going to be so good because this team is so balanced, this offense is so balanced, that that's going to be a problem for Syracuse on Saturday. I asked you this on Saturday, but I want to know if your opinion changes now that you know what I just told you. Who do you think scores the first touchdown against the Syracuse Orange? Let me know in the comment section down below. Take a guess for me. I think it's going to be Peyton Lewis. That's my call. You let me know yours down below. Make sure you got me followed on social media. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Joey Petersen A on both of those platforms. Over anything, though, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, it's obvious that you love what we're doing right here at Tennessee Football Talk. And you should, okay? We've been growing like crazy. Haven't even been a channel for a month yet, and we're already at almost 4,000 subscribers, okay? You can be one of the next ones for 100% free. All you got to do is hit that big red button. Join us for daily talk on your Tennessee Volunteers.